All right. What up, y'all? Man, it's crazy. I bet you if Adam had a nifty nickel for every time someone tried to press him to do something, he'd be able to go on vacation or something probably, man. I wouldn't say rich as hell, but he'd probably have a lot of nifty nickels for sure, man, because I've been around for a long time, and it seems like it's always somebody trying to push their way in there, slide in there, this, that, and the other. So Wack calls into the news to go off on Gumby, and yeah, let's just get started and, react along the way.
Never again do you allow a motherfucker to come in our building and think he can.
See Adam's reaction, like, our building. I think that building is completely in Adam's name, Wack. Like, our building. I mean, it's your building on Thursday when you come and do your show. For sure, that's your building then, I guess. Well, not your building, but, we cater to the Wack show. But it's just crazy how so many people just try to slide in there and get a piece. I give Adam fucking credit, though, for standing on fucking business over and over, because it's always somebody trying to get in his ear and tell him what he has to do, what he should do, who he should do it with. How often will any of those really work out? Like, I'm sure if someone came and made Adam good money, he'd probably double back and do whatever again with them. But for the most part, everything just gets fizzled out and burnt out. And I'm yet to see anybody come with a really good idea that makes Adam a bunch of money for him to be like, oh, all right, I see something here. I see something I can invest in or do more with. But to think you come work at a place, work your way up and own part of the company is just kind of crazy. Like, Adam's independent. He doesn't need any help, really. He's proved that over and over. Maybe if you want to take the next step and, I mean, I don't know if you'd want to grow another way, maybe, because then if you gave a piece, like, connections kind of help. Like, yeah, people get paid, they'll probably do a little bit, but if they get a little piece of the pie, then they'll probably be more willing to, like, open doors, put it in certain places. I mean, he tried to go mainstream, maybe. I mean, I don't even know how that would really work out. I could see you giving people a piece of the pie for them to do more for you, or more for the company, essentially. But just because you got a podcast once a week with them, we, ours, those are kind of weird words, I think.
Get in there and question you and tell you who you supposed to be doing business with.
You're talking about 4 Extra?
Gumby is disrespectful. Why you?
Hey, we live right now, by the
You
way.
talking about the Gumby interview?
I don't give a fuck about
No, I just didn't know if you knew.
I don't give a. Whatever I say once, I'm gonna say twice. Everybody know that. First of all,
Yeah, you gotta have those rules, man. Don't be saying shit if you can't repeat it or say it to the person's face, because that's when shit gets you in trouble, man. Trying to run your mouth and then you really don't mean it, or you're running your mouth trying to make somebody happy that's around you, and then when it gets back to the guy that you're running your mouth about, you have a whole different story or energy. Keep it 100 across the board, man. Don't try to be something you're not. And just, be yourself, man. The worst is when people set them up for expectations like, oh, I'm Billy Badass, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. And then you get pressed and you're not. It's like, oh, if you're never pushing it, acting like it, if you get pressed, then you really ain't got, to stand on, And then if you do stand on something and you do fucking knuckle up, they're going to be like, oh, wow, salute off to him because we didn't even expect that from him. You expect it from the people that are bumping their gums all day and acting like they're all tough and all that shit.
dude talking to you about homosexual, right?
See, yeah, Ralphie's like, I need some water. What the hell is about to go on here?
Did he forget who in that room with you? Everybody in that room know where I'm finna go. Nigga, you had his homies online performing fellatio acts on one another, putting on lace pantyhose and rubbing oil on their body. It's online. So how do you let a motherfucker come in your building, right, and tell you who you not acknowledging and who you supposed to be doing business with? Hey, listen, Adam, I'm making an executive call.
It's always somebody coming in here trying to tell Adam this, that, and the other. And now you hear Wack, I'm about to make executive call. He wants to turn it into like a mafia fucking meeting at the table. You got to get voted in.
All gang members got to be submitted to the table, and us as a whole, we talk about it. Because it seems to me, they feel like if they press you, they can get in there. Nah, start blaming Wack.
I don't think he really pressed Adam. I think Adam was talking to him, working up the relationship to get Gumby to come on because Gumby's always been saying his 2 cents about Adam. So Adam's like, all right, let me reach out to the dude, show him that he's wrong about me, have him come up here and build a relationship. That's how it's supposed to go. Not supposed to be like, all right, like someone's talking shit, so I'm gonna like meet the energy and build it up, especially in this podcast game. Like, it almost makes the views better if someone's talking shit about Adam, then Adam kind of, soothes it over. They sit down, they have a conversation. Now everybody's wondering how this conversation is gonna go because this guy been talking shit about Adam. Let's get him in front of the camera and see how it goes. And more people are gonna tune into that. So it's kind of like wrestling, WWE kinda. For Wack to be taking that serious and being like, oh, you can't have people up there, or this, that, and the third. I mean, there's some other reasons why everybody shouldn't be coming up there, but it's definitely not this reason.
I'm tripping on this dude right here.
Damn, you ain't feeling Gumby, huh? Yo, everybody got to go become members and check out the Gumby interview that I did. Wack ain't feeling the energy. Me personally, I thought it was good content. I'm going to sit down with somebody that got issues with me. We're going to make a movie.
Little Hawk from Hoover on Pyro just told me that Gumby was being forced to perform fellatio on one of their G homes.
All right, man. Listen, you got to come with receipts if you're going to say some shit like that. Wack, it was good talking to you, man.
He unalived me in the pen.
I know, he killed us up. Well, really, his homie.
Yeah, I mean, he told the story. I think the guy, I guess he tried to turn him into his B or whatever, but in my mind, if someone tries to turn you into their B and then you end up catching a in-house murder and then you beat the case, aren't you turning down being the in-house B and actually put a stop to it and stood on your business? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, everybody got all these stories about everybody, shit to say. But if you ask me, it seemed like Gumby took the dude out. So if anybody was making any fucking moves towards Gumby, it seemed like he put a stop to it, right? Because he whacked the dude and then beat the case out of self-defense.
No, Gumby killed the guy who was trying to make him his in prison, so he killed him.
Did he get convicted of that?
He beat him.
Listen.
Then he didn't know.
No, he did it, but he did it, but then like an innocence program got him out.
So your opinion, that means it was justified. That means it was justified.
He always says, I already know I'm going to hell.
Hey,
I already know I'm going to
it was
hell.
justified in
No
the
jumper ain't a liquor store, bro. It's the prestige over there. And the fact that dude come in there like he pressing the line.
It's funny how Wack uses the word prestige. All right, let me look up what's the definition of prestige. Because I think that's like being real, being honest, being straight up. All right, so widespread respect and admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievements or quality. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I kind of get that. Like, if you're going to interview somebody, what are their achievements? Have they done good? But up here at No Jumper, and if you got a story to tell, Adam's going to interview you. And a lot of times, if you've been through this shit, man, who knows what you did to survive or whatever the case may be. But it's funny how he was saying in front of the liquor store up there, when Gumby first got there, they wanted to park, so I was checking to make sure there was parking spots, but I think he was just kind of tripping like while I was walking towards that way with him. And he was like, well, where are you from? And I'm like, the Valley? And then it took me a second to realize, but I had my Mariners hat on, and that's what the 60s wear or whatever. So I'm like, the Valley? And then at that point, he made a comment about the hat, and I was like, oh, whatever. But that's normally how it goes. Like, white boys can wear the hats, bro. Like, especially you're coming up here to our building. It's not like I wore the hat going to your hood to do something on camera with you. So it's me wearing the hat on camera with you in your hood. I could see how that could be a little weird. Like, you're coming up here to No Jumper to do an interview. Who gives a fuck if someone has the hat on? But we talked, and I felt like he was more like joking at that point, just like he wasn't serious. Like 10 minutes left in the interview, he starts talking to me because how he was fake pressing Adam just kind of got old and kept just kind of saying the same shit after a while. So he looks over at me, he's talking to me, and then he's like, hey, can you turn your hat around? And then you hear Adam like bring it up, like, you're gonna ask the fucking filmer dudes to turn their hat around? I'm like, bro, I ain't tripping. I draw the line at taking it off. I ain't taking the hat off, man. I'm older, starting to go bald. Like, yeah, that's for one thing. I ain't taking the damn hat off. I'll turn it around for you, but I ain't taking the damn hat off. And then after a couple minutes, I just turned it around. Like, I know he was just in there just for views. I didn't take it personal, but it's like that little line that people try to push or that character they're trying to play. I wonder how much time he did. Because Adam said he got the Innocent Project that got him off. So yeah, I wonder how much time he did. Like, did he got the L for the in-house murder? I thought, yeah, I guess he beat it on self-defense on the appeal is probably what happened. Because if the Innocent Project steps in, that's usually after the case is done. And they're going to come back on an appeal.
About who is and who ain't going to be in the building, that's out, bro.
All right, yo, Wack, I appreciate your opinion on that. I just want to ask you, what should T-Rail have done to academics when he saw him in Turks?
T-Will got marked out. He can't say nothing. Look, he got marked out. You did all that woofing. You did all that woofing, and you called act in Turks where you couldn't get in the club. Came over there and asked the nigga for a shot. He can't say. That got their whole movement over there looking real soft.
Hey, Wack, how you know he?
See, like what I was saying earlier, man, you can only bump your gums and talk shit until like people get old and tired of it, because when you lose your shit and you say everything disrespectful, you assume it's gonna be some kind of smoke when you see you, you know? If not, you can disagree and be like, bro, I ain't feeling that shit. Like, there's a nice way to argue without turning it up and saying crazy shit about your old lady, your mom, your kids. Like, these fools get pretty fucking wild, bro. And you start saying all that shit to me, man, like, I don't know if I'll, you know, like, yeah, I'm, you know, either press me or I'm press you or something, man, because you could say fuck me, fuck whatever, bro, but you start, like, going low blows at people's kids and saying some crazy-ass shit, and then when you see them, it's all, like, handshakes and love. I mean, you've seen Adam at the Impact Awards last year. Nothing happened. Seen Ack and Turks and Caicos, the story they're talking about now. Nothing happened. Got into it with Suspect. Nothing happened. It seemed like you guys are better friends now than you were before. No, I mean, those are the three I can think off the top of my head that you got into it with, but you said some crazy shit about all of them. Just for it to be all love and handshakes when you run into him, man, like, I just don't really make sense to me. I can't really play those games. Can't really buy into them. This shit's just too weird, man. Just keep it 100% with yourself, like. And then look, over time, the numbers go down, man, because people get tired of those gimmicks. You want to be yourself from the gate, so they already know what they're getting. If you come in with all like game bullshit character, you better be able to hold that character in place, because once you can't hold that character, people are going to see through the cracks and be like, oh man, this fool's lying to me, man. They just want, people don't want to be lied to, I feel like. So yeah, I think the rest of this day just go on about T-Rail, so let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I just wanted to react to fucking Wack saying our building, our show, or whatever the hell he says. And then everybody just trying to press Adam and fucking give Adam his respect for always just not falling for him, man. Just standing on business. Because everybody wants to come and try to take advantage or fucking slide in there. And I bet you if you ever fucking let someone slide in or something, that would probably be the beginning of the end. Like, he needs the whole say-so, because this shit was supposed to be like a voting, like Wack saying, we all got to meet at the table and vote in. Like, at that point, if you try and say you're a part of it, then that shit would be you and Adam. Like, that, I mean, I don't know. I just don't even know, man. All you can do is give Adam the idea. What I think they should be doing, man, Adam, because the last couple Wack shows turned into Wack just, like, proposing businesses ideas to you, which, I mean, give him, like, an hour before the show to pitch all these ideas to you, and then get on the show and talk about the topics, because he'd just be pitching all these ideas. Or I wonder, maybe Adam just lets it go that way, because then he can use the comments on his side, or, yeah, I don't know, maybe just because it's on camera, it's a different thing, but Wack be having all these ideas and all this stuff, and I mean, some would probably work, but at the end of the day, man, talk about that shit before the show so we can get comments and we can get content about the topics and everything, instead of fucking 30 minutes of Wack telling Adam about some new business idea or something. Just trying to get in Adam's pockets. But with that, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. What you like, what you don't like. Please subscribe. You know, all that shit. I fuck with y'all. Thank you. I'm out. Later.